In this video, I explain two-hand operation circuit. In this circuit, double acting cylinder is used as a actuator. So here DAC is written. DAC means double acting cylinders is used as actuators. And for operating the double acting cylinders, they use the 3x2 directional control valves. So in this video, I explain theory by using the various animations, so you will understand it easily. So in a double acting cylinder, you know that oil is supplied both the side of the pistons. Okay, so we are required two cylinder ports. Okay, so as you know, or as we know, a 3x2 DCV has a one cylinder ports, means in a 3x2 directional control valve only one cylinder port is there. Okay, wherein the double acting cylinder has a two ports. Now here in this image you see this is the double acting cylinder. Okay, this is the piston and this is the piston rod. So in this double acting cylinder, two port is there. One is C port and another is the R ports. Okay, but in a 3x2 directional control valve there is only one port at the outlet, that is a port. Okay, only cylinder port A. Then we are required to use the two 3x2 directional control valve. Hence, for operation of double acting cylinder using 3x2 DCV, we need to use two 3x2 directional control valves. So here you see these are the basic component of the hydraulic system, that is the oil reservoirs, pump, return lines, pressure relief valves, and this is the outlet of the pressure, means delivery lines. Okay, now here we draw the valve 2. Here NO is written. NO means it is the normally opens. Okay, so in earlier video we already discussed what is normally open, normally close. Okay, normally open means when this switch is not pressed, the valve is normally open, means they supplied the oil from the pump to the port. Okay, it is called as the normally opens. And when we press the switch of the normally open valve, they are not supplied the oils, but they are take the return oil. Okay, so as a valve we use the 3x2 valve according to the given theory. So this for the first positions. Here you see this is the port A, this is the port A, and it is normally open means they supplied the oil from P port to A port. Okay, suppose the port is normally closed, then what? This P port is the close and the oil is returned from A to T if the port is, valve is normally closed. So here this is the port T. Okay, now when this operator is pressed the switch of this normally open valve, then what happen? They are closed. Okay, when it is normally open and when we press the switch it is the normally closed. So in a second position what we draw? We draw the P port is the close. So here in this image, here you see that is the A port is connected with the T port. Okay, and the pressure port P is closed because when we press the switch of the normally open they are return. And here this is the symbol used for the push button type switch. Now another is the valve 1, it is the normally closed. Okay, means when the operator is not press the switch of the directional control valve, the pressure port is closed, it is called as the normally closed. Now here you see this is the valve 1 that is normally closed. Okay, so here is you see in a first position the port P is closed, means it is called as the normally closed ports. The T port is connected with the reservoirs, means when the normally closed they take the oil from the double acting cylinder and supplied it to the tank. Okay, and here you see this P port is connected with this outlet of the pump, and here you see this the P port is closed, it is normally closed. In a valve 2 you see that the P is open, that is called as the normally open. Okay, in a normally closed type valve the return is possible. Okay, but in a normally open type they supplied the pressurized oil to the actuators. Now connect the one valve to the one port of the cylinder and the another valve to the another ports, means here we give the A name to the outlet of the directional control valve 1, and here we also give the A name. Okay, now we connect the cap end port with this A port of the valve 1 and the rod end port is connected with the port A of the valve 2. So in this figure valve 1 is connected to the cap end port C. So here you see in this diagram this cap end port A, cap end port C is connected with the valve 1 and valve 2 is connected with the rod end port R sides. So here you see this is connected with the R. So I use the red color and the green color. Red is indicate the pressurized oils and the green is indicate the low pressure or a return line, or red is indicate the supply lines. Okay, so you can understand it easily. Now before moving ahead, I request to like the video and subscribe my channels for watching the more video related to the OHP as well as the another subject. For the OHP, the various link is provided in the descriptions as well as on the card. Card means on a top right screen of your mobile or laptop, you see that is the I symbol. Okay, that is called as the card. In the card, I put the various links. And for the some chapters, the link is provided on a playlist. And another subject like refrigerations, fluid power, IC engines, FMHMs, and the BME and EME, I request to visit to the playlist. Now, valve 1 is the normally closed. That's why here we written the NC. Okay, NC means normally closed. In a normal position, the inlet port P is closed. In this diagram, you see that port P is closed, and the cylinder port A is connected to the tank port T. Okay, so oil is supplied to the tank. So I already explained, so I not again explain in this detail. Okay, just I revise. Valve 2 is normally open. Here we written the NO. NO means normally open. Normally open means in a normal position, the inlet port P is connected to the cylinder port A. So when the normally open means they supplied the pressurized oil to the port A, and the tank port is closed. So here you see this tank port T is the closed. Now in a normal position of these two valve, okay, normal position of these two valve means this right now this diagram is for normal positions. Okay, when this operator is pressed, that is called as the second position. For that I drew another diagram so you can understand it easily. So this is why it is called normal position, because this push button of both the valve are not pressed. It is called as the normal positions. Okay, and at the normal positions, what you see. Okay, so why we require to use the one normally closed and normally open valve? Because in a double acting cylinder, when we supply the oil from the one side to the piston, okay, at the second side the oil is supplied return to the tank. Okay, that's why we are required one valve is normally closed and another valve is the normally opens. Suppose if we use both the valve normally open, then the system is not run for a double acting cylinders. Okay, so oil under the pressure flow to the cylinder at the rod end port R. So in a normal position, what you see, oil coming out from the pump is supplied in this P port of the valve 2, and it is connected with the A port, and A port is connected with the rod port. Okay, so in a road side we supplied the pressurized oils. Okay, so this pressurized oil is supplied some force on the piston, and piston is start to move right to left. It is called as the retraction of double acting cylinders. At the same time, some oil is present left side to the piston, means on a cap and side. Okay, so this oil is entering the C port. From the C port it is coming A port of the valve 1, and it is the normally closed. Okay, and normally closed means operator are not press it switch. At that time the oil is returned from A to T port, and from the T port it is go to the oil reservoirs. So same thing is written. Okay, so come out from the cap and port C for the valve 1 and flow back to the tank, and hence the double acting cylinder is retract in a normal position. Means during these positions the cylinder is retract. Retract means the piston is moved from right to left sides. For extending the cylinder means when we need to extend the cylinder. Extend the cylinder means the piston is moved from left to right sides. So operator has to press both the two valve together. Okay, means operator is need to use their hands to press both the valve together. At that time the double acting cylinder is retract, because it is the two hand circuits. So here you see this new diagram. Okay, so what is the changes in this diagram? Operator is press this switch. Okay, then what happened? The position of both the valve are changed. Okay, so here you see the red color is for the pressure line or a supply line, green color is for the return line. Okay, so this color of the line is also changed. Okay, so when the operator is press the switch, what they happen? The oil under the pressure flow to the cylinder at a cap and port C. Means oil is supplied on the cap and port C. How it is supplied? So first you see here the oil coming from the pump is coming this point. Okay, so oil have a two option, go to the P port of both the valve. Okay, so on a valve 2, here you see P port is closed, means oil is not supplied to the valve 2. Then what happened? The oil is supplied to the valve 1, P port of the valve 1. From the P port of the valve 1 it is supplied to the A port. Okay, from this A port it is supplied to the cap and sides, and this oil is apply some force on the piston, and the piston is start to move left to right. It is called as the extensions. At the same time some oil is present on the right side of the cylinders, is go to the R port, and R port from the A port of the valve 2 and A port of the valve 2 is connected to the T port of the tank, and then it is go to the tank via the filters, and it is called as the double acting cylinder is extend. Extend means it's move from left to right. So thank you for watching this video. If you learned and liked the video, subscribe the channels and don't forget to share with your friend.